Files recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go. And embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. But 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Damn squadron. I think that was the last one.
احنا ما بدنا احد تاني يحط هذه العملية في خطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
علمني إذا أي شيء تغير.
I must be seen.
غلط بالمكان هذا. راح يكون الأفضل إلنا نجيب أسلحة جديدة. ايش بتعمل معك؟
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
المنطقة كلها بطل.
ما يهمنيش، قول لي اللي عاوزه.
عشان نخدم تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, that rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. Want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
كل اللي أنا عايزه إن أخرج من المكان الكئيب ده.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jinn's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاي كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس إن أنا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I disabled the Jinn's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
فينك يا سيدي؟ الوقت بيعدي بسرعة. يا ابني اللي عملنا فيهم خير لي هتقعد يقع. جهز اللي محتاجينها عشان نشتري معدات ومكان أحسن.
That's not what I meant. I meant we should be in the atrium with him, not up here.
طيب لو بالشكل ده يبقى تمام. متهيألي لازم ننزل نتخانق. بس احنا كده هنفوت منظر يبهل وما ينفعش يتفوت.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. McCready out.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jim showing me a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4, in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, Brown Nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Holiday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The part was been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on...
Greedy, making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that. Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! Planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Possible detonations. Looks like horrible.
Another terrorist attack. this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global
Task Force
jurisdiction.
29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale of success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective.
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. H. Activate the sleep cell.
Sta 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Cut off.
You just took my wife's name. Come here. Yes, you. How?
Oh, so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, poor. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Man, seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last-minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. And they're a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Au govern, si pravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSM?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSM's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSM's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. If you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon. Open blinds.
Papa Cola.
Morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarek.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London, but, you call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system. As you wish. Out of sight, out of mind.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. There wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Daniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph. Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
I pray that the mother will change her mind.
Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover.
We will all find our way to the machine god. Who gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. Some of us remember, Builder.
Do not give up faith in the church.
Some of us remember.
My God.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church. But Odd had nothing to do with it. Bombing. The dead Prague and recent months.
Very interesting.
Please, leave me alone.
European-based construction giant Santo Group has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory to the Safe Harbor Initiative, designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes where oppressed groups can live.
Maybe I'm not.
Hey!
As was discussed earlier today, we received train station fell victim to a bombing that hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the faith of a pacifist? Join the discussion online.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up. When did organized crime become so big?
You want praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Что за хуйня?
I'll be on my way.
Блядские юбки.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
What are we even looking?
How did it ever come to this?
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Access granted.
They have the reason. Ruzika. To them, I am no longer a person.
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
What you're telling me is that
You! Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees!
These hands up.
I said your papers are expired. Should have thought of this yesterday. Please? This is not...
Like everyone else.
Move along, everyone. Nothing to see.
Don't...
Doc Larry. Doc Larry. Show me latest paper.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed.
I'll clear it up.
And who do you work for?
Does it matter? Is that right?
My friend.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you.
This document, Agent.
Go see for your...
All right, give me...
Shikashka.
I'm serious. I saw him last night, out behind the restaurant.
No, it stinks.
You looking for permit?
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me.
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list.
How much do you charge people?
Not people. Ogs. 35,000 credits.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every Og sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can? Is that how this works?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work, puts more effort in than we ask her to.
This is as much as I'm willing to give you. So what kind of shiny new permit does this get me?
fucking tourist. You're wasting my time, Hog.
Fucking cunt. Yeah.
Check it out. You're dead?
I'll follow. Nothing here. I'm almost certain. Next time.
There's too many shares in the day. Where is it?
Check it out.
Let's go.
What was that?
Tired.
Wonder if Drahomir would let us set up a second checkpoint. That bombing was bad for business.
Give it a little time, he said.
Sounded like a semi-auto.
Come out, brat.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
I hope you're not Edward Broad, because you don't look at all like the picture.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people.
The part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month. But they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Ogs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
That's the end of it. Look behind and inside of whatever you can. There's nothing here. Make sure there isn't.
There's too many of us. Too many shares in the take.
You looking for permit?
Just because Drahomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his position.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Irenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Irenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Irenka is not well. We must shield her.
Irenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it. A long time.
Beat it. I'm not interested. I don't know exactly. Someone saw him. At the mercy of man's voice. They say there is a resurgence. Pavel is impressionable. The world terrifies us. He spent all his time hiding, dreaming of the hope.
Please, don't tell anyone. Viznik?
I'll take your word.
I was part of it. The hive mind.
Disconnected?
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains...
Not like who? Who?
Together, they succumb.
You've obviously been through...
Yes, okay. You'll be fine.
What's a cry for help?
The little mind thing. The persuasion. He's trapped.
Let me see if I got this straight. Everyone beyond the gate is in signal.
Exactly. I'm glad we
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confirm...
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to... They need to be eased out.
Richard, huh?
The Pied Piper is a rat. A rat! Viznik could use some help. Resnick could use some help.
Stranger, he should not be.
Outsider is not one of us.
Do not look at him.
He will harm us. He cannot harm us.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
An experiment of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
You were in the middle of utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrorists. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
I may not know exactly what's going on here, but I do know that an honest man wouldn't need to hide behind a
I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to be the best version of yourself.
Visnick said I had to see through you, your attempts at manipulation, to see you for what you...
Some part of you abhors violence. Some part of everyone does. See, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? With Visnick?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I think you're the one who's harming these people.
As you can see, I'm not harming anyone. I know you believe.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear.
As individuals, none of us belong out there.
One among you is armed to the teeth.
What the hell is this?
Is a tree of thorns. But not even he can act upon his based impulses here. Deep down, he knows it's wrong. The skeptic. All he sees is sewers and bums drawn to a face on TV. He doesn't see the world we've created, and until he does, I don't think he should say anything. Get away from there! This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in. The storm has passed. It's over now. Close your eyes. Open. And feel free of the violence. The old Byre is no longer a plot. There are no orcs or naturalists. No criminals or cowards. There is only a shared sense of needing to be better than we are. Pavel, look at me, Pavel. Don't be scared. I need you to know that you're not alone. This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in. You're safe here with me. I promise. There's nothing I won't do to keep you here and safe. Here is all we have left. A scrap of sewer. They control everywhere else, with their laws, their threats, their guns. Together, we can make...
Stop this! We didn't want this here!
Reporting to you. And now for a close look at events taking headlines around the world. The impact of the AUG incident is still being felt 2 years after the fact. The hatred, the violence. In the northwestern United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
The Santo. Construction, arcology, quality, excellence. Santo, restoring the past and building the future.
I didn't see anything. Nothing. I do not want to die. You broke the doorway. What a shitty day.
The rat kept pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I want to be... I am alone. I am alone.
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
Nothing suspicious. Look, the terrorist thing, that's bad.
Watch out. Now into the box downstairs.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Fucking cowards.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All business. Stay away from here.
After the trespasser! My brother, Yogurt, make it worthwhile!
Something.
I can't believe I was ever afraid of you! Just kill me now and get it over with!
like that.
What is going on? Watch the doors.
I am complete.
Is that him? Cola? You see anything?
Can you believe this guy? No, fix this. Someone there?
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
Nothing I couldn't handle. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know I've always wanted to get a closer look at those Sari folks of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't...
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkoveli is the...
What exactly?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom!
Now, you want me to fix you or not?
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these... I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah. David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your...
I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay. So I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. Help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. There's something inside me I don't know about. He's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what? Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Sarif's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. It was a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But... my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard of Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
know I love you, Jen.
I spoke to Sarah earlier, before you made your little discovery. He got in touch with me after seeing footage of the train station attack.
You should talk to him again. I mean, if it was me, if there was something inside me and I didn't know where it came from, I would want whatever answers I could get.
You're saying you know where every single piece of you comes from?
I am not fancy like you, but we are similar in some ways. Both stuff with more tech than our bodies can handle. Both pushing the limits of augmentation. The big difference is I am my own maker, Jensen. There is no one for me to thank or to blame but myself.
That's all I need for now, Doc.
Yeah, okay.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Is that true? Get lost, dog.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man.
No, that's not who sent me.
Oh, yes. Those...
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100...
Where's your family?
They're here in Prague.
You never speak to them?
Maybe someday.
You're better at forgetting. Here.
I remember the officer.
No, I'm not here to...
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate some...
The situation's a little...
Oh.
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile.
All right.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it. Quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
So, my friend, you have... So, my friend...
I know all about your...
I don't...
I know you're not a real cop.
The oak permits may not work anymore.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Milena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boo!
Draw his attention! Moving closer! Now! Respect the law!
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it. Quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
You looking for the best prices and...
If the hot dogs are...
See, this way.
Entrepreneurial. What have you got?
Well, I got info.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
No problem. What do you have?
Sophisticated choice.
Is that all the info you need?
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
interesting look.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
the brink of a new age.
I was raised in machine store.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Has turned to hatred.
You cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they spend taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you.
When legislation forces a many people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason to...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Those accusations I arrived at the time.
There was no bombing of the local church.
But art has nothing to do with it.
Access granted.
That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing. The third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines.
In a little while, Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attachés out in Seattle's Fortress of Solitude. But until then, I have to read. You know,
In the northwestern United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough.
Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
European-based construction giant the Santo Group has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a
I will try to find you a little something. I promise.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw, don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by InfoLink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchaea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive, a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Church of Machine God does not claim to have all the answers.
Is our only escape from this flesh-blood...
Ukažte mi papíry. Povolení sem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální, Augu.
Everything is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít. A zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
There's got to be a better way to get neon in this city.
The Rainbow Road goes through Bondi. You know that.
Howard? That was a gun, wasn't it? There's a shooter nearby! Next time! Move it along!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Draumir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Nástroje či další autorské příslušenství mohou být během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
Oh. Hello. I never saw you. You were never here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Here we go.
dialogue.
The Czech Republic's economic boom coincided with policies and incentives directed at augmenting labor throughout the world, encouraging it to become jobs on the basis modern market is today. However, this sudden influx of Chinese workers posed some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to invite thousands of workers to turn Prague into a mirror of its time, quite another to house them. In response to the housing crisis, the government hired the Stanton to construct a massive, one-of-a-kind complex on the outskirts of the city. Today, these two-legged complex serves as a shining example of British architectural innovation. So, next time you're admiring Prague, don't forget to visit the outskirts and explore the wondrous housing projects that help make it what it is.
can take your credit somewhere else. I have no interest in
Don't bother,
dealing with
Hanser.
your type.
No posing. You're a fucking heat score team, man. Drugstore is closed, so piss off. Keep walking back. I got nothing to eat. Don't bother, Hanser. No posing. Keep walking, Clank. I got nothing to eat. Keep walking, Clank. I got nothing to eat. Don't bother, don't bother. How are you?
What can I get for you?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay, but I'm not sure why you wasted your time coming in here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Here we go. What can I get for you?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.